Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. I am Ashley Sade. Let's get into this weight loss journey. Let's get into the good, the bad, the struggle, the ugly, all that. I'm pretty sure some people that want to know about Wegovy and Semaglutide, and that's what I'm here for. So let's get into it. So I kind of randomly started my weight loss journey. Restarted it. I was just going to my doctor, like my yearly appointment. And so I went to my doctor and we were just talking and I was like, yup, still trying to lose weight. And I don't know why, but this time she asked me if I wanted to go on a weight loss shot. Now, I kind of took offense to it because I've been coming to you for 2 to 3 years. Why all of a sudden are you asking me, do I want to get on a weight loss shot, lady? Huh? You been holding out? So yeah, she was like, do you want to get on a weight loss shot? And I was looking at her. She was looking at me. I said, I know you ain't talking about that Zim. And she was like, oh no, man, I would not put you on that because you are not diabetic. She explained to me that there are actual weight loss shots specifically to help people lose weight, and then she recommended to me a semaglutide, which was Wegovy, and she just was like, if it's covered by your insurance, I recommend you do it. A lot of my patients are on it right now and they have great success stories. So I was just like, you know what could it hurt? So if my insurance approves it, then yeah, I'll do it. This is my PCP, so she didn't really like give me the real true tea on the Wegovy. She didn't tell me how to matriculate. She didn't really give me a lot of information about the Wegovy, but she kind of was just like, if you need help with weight loss, here, take this. Okay, cool. Later that day, I got a call from my pharmacy and they were saying it was approved for $24.99, but it was out of stock. And that is how my journey with Wegovy began. So this is the prescription. This is what it looks like. I am on 1 milligram now. I think everybody starts off at 0.25, but I'm not 100% sure. 4 shots come in a box. You inject them yourself. Once you take this on, like a circle around a needle that you push down, and then that's how the needle injects. So you take this and you push it down. Prior to my first shot, I did research like on TikTok, okay, because y'all know TikTok is a research app, just to kind of see what to expect. And the main thing I picked up from the research was the day before, the day of, and the day after your shot, you should avoid greasy, super sugary foods, drink plenty of water. I didn't really see anything negative, right? So I was just like, okay, I can do this. But I did my first shot on August 5th, 2024, and I was nervous because I'm pain tolerant, so I'm not scared of shots or anything like that. But more than anything, I don't like inflicting pain on myself. So in my head, I'm thinking like, oh, this is about to hurt. Like, I'm so scared. But y'all, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not painful at all, 10 being super painful, like the painful-est, I'm gonna have to go with 0. It did not hurt at all. A lot of us in the community would agree that certain areas just don't hurt as much as other areas. I'm gonna tell y'all about my first week, and then I'm gonna kind of just sum everything up into months. My first week, I remember having little, like a very small appetite. I remember being at work in the office eating an apple. It took me like 2 hours to eat that apple. I had sliced my little apple up and I was nibbling on that thing for like 2 to 3 hours. It took me a long time to consume that apple, and that's when I knew like, oh wow, this is about to be a journey. And then I think the next day I ate like I don't know, maybe like a parfait, and then that was it for the whole day. I remember food noise being canceled. Food noise is just simply always kind of like thinking about what I'm gonna eat. I didn't have that going on. Now for the bad part. I dealt with a lot of nausea like my first 2 or 3 months, but as I got used to the shot and I started paying attention to the shot, I realized when my side effects kicked in. So I had nausea, I had lightheadedness. I still currently deal with constipation. I don't know if that's TMI, but I will say that this constipation thing has made me have a better relationship with the scale, because I know people are constantly, when they're on a weight loss journey, they're constantly on the scale, and I don't get on the scale as often because I don't use the bathroom as often. When it comes to Wegovy, tirzepatide, any semaglutide shot, you gotta make it work for you. You gotta work the Wegovy. Don't let the Wegovy work you. Just to give y'all an example, when it came to me being nauseous, I realized I was nauseous because I wasn't eating. It wasn't that I was starving myself. It was that my appetite was so suppressed that I would forget to eat. In order to combat the nausea, I decided to kind of sort of put myself on like a eating schedule. When I'm in the office, it's like, all right, first 2 hours liquids and then let me eat something. Also, my whole mindset for the last 2 to 3 years has been intermittent fasting, and that was something that I had to stop doing as well. even though technically I kind of do still do it, not intentionally, if that makes sense. I'm not a big eat early person. Like, I don't like eating at 7-8 o'clock. I used to wait until like 11 to eat along with the Wegovy, and that just wasn't the move to make. When it came down to it, it was either intermittent fasting or Wegovy. And because the shots are administered once a week, the Wegovy is already in your system, baby. So you got to go with the week. You cannot do the intermittent fasting or you will make yourself sick. You got to figure out how to make it work for you, and then eventually you'll stop feeling the side effects, and then you might feel like, oh, it's not working anymore. But what I'm realizing is I don't feel the side effects because I'm making it work for me. Hopefully I'm making some sense. So I will say my first month of Wegovy was like my worst month because my body was getting acclimated to the medicine. Once you start getting to a point where you make the medicine work for you, you'll be fine. So like I said, pay attention to your side effect, and then once you realize when it's happening, why it's happening, fix it. Let's get into the good stuff, because I know y'all are wondering like how much I weighed, how much I weigh now, and I'm gonna walk y'all through this, okay? Started my journey off at 252. Like I said, I had did intermittent fasting like since the beginning of the year, so I had ended up losing 10 pounds the beginning of the year. So 262 was my heaviest. I got my handy dandy planner because me and my planner went together real bad last year. By that Thursday, which was day 4, I was 3.4 pounds down. By the 31st of August, I was 7.4 pounds down. By the 4th of September, I was 10 pounds down. So my first month, I lost 10 pounds. Remember when I told y'all my doctor didn't tell me how to maneuver or matriculate through Wegovy? I learned from TikTok because I started posting my videos on TikTok, and I will put my TikTok information right here. However, I did delete the app, so I can't get back up there, so I can't post no more videos. But the journey is still up there, so that's all that matters. And it's more details. So I learned from TikTok that you're not supposed to change your dosage until you feel like you plateaued. So until you feel like, oh, this isn't working for me anymore, then that's when it's time for you to go up to the next dose. So I think I did 0.25 for August and September, and then I did 0.5 for October. Second month, I lost 4.2 pounds. My third month, I lost 1.2 pounds. Going into November, I decided to do my first 1 milligram. I was 16 pounds down altogether by November, which is the beginning of my 4th month. Look, I didn't start taking detailed notes until November. So just to give y'all a synopsis of my first month on 1 milligram. First shot, 10/27, right thigh, 1 pound down, symptoms, nausea, intense hunger pain. The hunger pains on this medicine, it makes you feel like your stomach is about to eat your whole back. You're gonna be walking around with a hole in your back. Like, it's so strong. Second shot, 11/3, left thigh, intentional eating and tracking. So it sounds like for that week I wanted to be a little bit more intentional about what I was eating. I was on a 1,280,000 calorie deficit. I don't know how long that lasted, but I only lost 1 pound. This is when I started posting on TikTok, and people were telling me like, oh, you should do your arm. So then I decided, you know what, let me just be brave and try the arm. So my third shot was 11/10. I did my left arm. My appetite was very much suppressed. Prioritized protein shakes and water, greasy/oily foods. They started leaving a nasty taste in my mouth. I lost 3 pounds by 11:15 and 5 down by 11:16, and the food noise was gone. So it sounded like that left arm shot did a lot for me. And then my 4th shot was in my right arm, and it looks like I was 230.4 by the end of the month. So that was my whole journey from August to now, and I am currently 227. So I lost a total of 25 pounds on my journey, and I am so thankful. I think everybody's journey is definitely different. Just being 100% honest and transparent with y'all, I didn't really change my diet. I had moments where I tried to be a little bit more intentional, but for the most part, I did not switch my diet up. I also do not exercise. If you go through my comments on my TikTok videos, you got people that's like, oh, I lost 20 pounds my first month, and you know why? They're probably very much intentional about their eating, and they probably exercise. So that is something that I do want to prioritize this year, getting back physically active, and also just being a bit more intentional about what I eat. I could take full advantage of this weight loss shot if I did so. So some of the habits that I've picked up, I don't snack as much as I used to, and I'm so happy about that because I was a snacker. It was to the point where I had to stop bringing snacks in the house, but now the snacks last. Y'all, this bag, I will have a bag of chips like this and I will eat some now and some tomorrow. Like, the snacks last, okay? I'm so proud of the snacks for last. I'm so proud of me because the snacks last in this household now. So along with that, I'm not overindulging anymore. I pretty much eat until I'm satisfied, and then once I'm satisfied, I kind of just stop. I don't know if Wegovy if it's still working for me, because I do feel like I have plateaued. That 1 pound I lost, like I was 228 for a very long time, and I lost that 1 pound last week. Like, it's crazy. And like I said, I am still on 1 milligram. I'm not complaining because the scale ain't moving in the wrong direction. And also, I have clothes that I tried on. Well, I had clothes that I tried on. Every pair of jeans that I had to help, like, kind of like help me see if I'm still, you know, losing the weight, I've gotten into. They might not fit comfortably, but I've buttoned them up. I can zip them. So I've gotten into them. That lets me know like I'm still on the right track. I said that to say that even if the Wegovy isn't working, I've gotten to a point where I feel like, all right, now you're doing too much, chill out. So I don't overindulge. Iced coffees were like my jam. Love me an iced coffee damn near every day. I've had 2 iced coffees this month, yesterday and today. I hate my at-home iced coffees. They just don't taste the same anymore. So I do feel like maybe Wegovy kind of like has something to do with that. I'm not 100% sure. One thing I will say, that sweet tooth, baby, that sweet tooth ain't went nowhere. I feel like if anything, it got turned up a notch. I be eating candy, cookies, brownies. Like, it goes crazy. I don't know what they did, but they forgot something in the formula. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this video out with some advice for anybody who is looking to get on a semaglutide for weight loss. If your insurance covers it, by all means, I feel like you should definitely do it. Everyone is affected differently. You got some people that got diarrhea, you got some people that got constipation, you have some people that matriculate through the whole thing and they don't have any side effects. Do your research before you start. I wasn't really hip. I didn't know anything about semaglutide, tirzepatide. I didn't do my research as far as what is this? How does it work? What's happening? All of that stuff came during like my journey. Even now, like I was talking to my dad about it and he was like, oh, it got bad side effects and you need to be careful. And I'm just like, okay, you know, but right now I think I'm okay because my numbers are doing great. I'm doing great physically. Do your research. Find out what it is. Find out if it's for you. I do feel like semaglutide, tirzepatide, GLP-1s, I feel like the trend just came out of nowhere, and maybe I'm just now hearing about them, but like I'm seeing commercials. Baby, when I say I'm just kind of looking at everything like, what the f have I done? Like, have I done something stupid? I'm not saying this to discourage you, but I am saying like do your own research and make sure that you are aware of what you're putting in your body. Because yeah, I mean, now I understand how it works, but maybe a weight loss clinic or somebody that is more, you know, well versed in that area should be reached out to before just starting it, because I wasn't told much about it except it helps with weight loss. Again, I'm not trying to be discouraging, I'm just being honest. I don't want to keep painting a pretty picture and then you get on it and then something goes wrong. My journey has been a great journey, but also I'm a different type of person, meaning that I can tolerate pain. I'm a resolution based person as well, so if this isn't working, let me try that, you know. So I can't really tell you like, oh, your journey is going to be great. I don't know what's going to happen to your journey, but I do think that you should at least give it a try. With having that said, because like I said, I don't want to be discouraging, I am still going to continue on my journey. I want to lose 30 more pounds, and once I lose 30 more pounds, I do plan on getting off of the shot. I don't want to be dependent on a shot to maintain a weight loss. I might also do like a shot and like an injection day video with you guys, since I can't post on TikTok anymore. And yeah, I hope this video was informative. I'm a realist, I'm not about to sugarcoat anything. Questions, anything I didn't cover, definitely leave it below. I recommend it, but at your own risk.